What's up, everybody? Your friend Alan Wade back again with another video. I want to start this video off by addressing a comment, or better yet, a piece of advice that I got in the video before the last when I was doing the tackle twill embroidery. I got a comment by Kevin Burrows. Shout out to Kevin Burrows for leaving a comment. I appreciate that. That was offering me a tip. But I want to start this by saying a lot of times I put myself in a position where I'm an influencer and I have experience with a lot of pieces of equipment. So people think that I'm a good resource to ask general questions about different pieces of equipment. And oftentimes my response is, I can't give you my opinion on that piece of equipment because I have no experience using that piece of equipment. Whether it be material, whether it be like a certain type of vinyl, whether it could be anything. If I don't have any hands-on experience, I'm not the person that you should be coming to ask about that specific piece of equipment or that specific material or whatever it might be. There's an exception sometimes if I think that I know enough about that, even though I haven't had hands-on experience with it. Sometimes, on rare occasions, I might give my opinion on something in particular. But for the most part, I'm always responding with, I haven't used that, I don't have that, I don't have much experience with that, so I can't give you my valid opinion. But Kevin Burrows went ahead and offered a tip in tackle twill vinyl, right? Okay, so first of all, let me start by saying there's no such thing as tackle twill vinyl, okay? So Kevin Burrows says, hey, just a tip for that tackle twill vinyl. You are supposed to lay the sheet without being cut in vinyl cutter. That whole section, I think that's what he meant, section was a wasted step that led to your alignment problems on the final piece. The sticky part would hold down the garment while you do the lay down stitch that holds in place. Then the perimeter stitch around the letters is what cuts the vinyl. When EMB is complete, rip off rest of vinyl. You are left with clean, perfect aligned design. The last step is heat press the design for 7 seconds to bond vinyl to garment. Hope that helped. I watch your videos all the time. Fellow printer in Lawrence, New Jersey. First of all, typos, I do them all the time. So perfectly understandable, Kevin. And I appreciate and I know you meant well. A lot of people watch videos on YouTube and they see other people doing things, and just because you watch several videos on a specific thing, that does not make you an expert. More so, you should not be giving advice on things unless you've actually used that material. So Kevin, while I appreciate your tip, it's not valid because, one, and this is how misinformation gets spread. That's why I choose not to give people advice on vinyl that I haven't used, on equipment that I haven't used, because I don't know what I'm talking about unless I've used it, right? So Kevin seems to think that tackle twill and vinyl is the same thing. Tackle twill and vinyl are two different things. Tackle twill is the actual fabric, and you can't rip it. A satin stitch, like you said, that perimeter stitch around the letters will not cut tackle twill. It can't cut tackle twill. You can't rip tackle twill. If this is me stretching the crap out of some tackle twill, you can't rip tackle twill, okay? It's like a fabric, like I said. See how the fibers right here? It's a fabric, all right? So you can't rip it. Myth. Tackle twill is more like a thick cotton, so it can't be cut by a quote unquote lay down stitch, as you call it, which is a tack down stitch. You called it a perimeter stitch. Yeah, it's called a placement stitch. Tackle twill cannot rip that. A satin stitch cannot rip tackle twill. It won't perforate it. It won't cause it. So you have to, tackle twill absolutely has to be cut, all right, in order to get like a, do what I was trying to do. Okay, so, and I know exactly the material that you're talking about. Oftentimes in these craft videos, you'll see the crafting people do a little placement stitch. They'll put the whole piece of vinyl over top, and we're talking about a specific vinyl here, over top, and then, you know, they'll do the satin border, and then they'll rip it away, right? They'll rip the extra away, right? Now, what we're talking about here is a specific type of glitter vinyl that a satin stitch can perforate. This right here is glitter vinyl. After you take off the carrier sheet, see how easy it rips? That's what you were talking about, Kevin. But, you know, it's okay, you didn't know any better. You watch a lot of crafting videos, and yeah, there's no such thing as tackle tool vinyl, all right? Tackle tool is tackle tool, vinyl is vinyl. All right, so in this instance, this doesn't apply to what I was doing, but, you know, oftentimes you guys watch a lot of videos on YouTube and you think that you know what you don't know. So in this instance, I wanted to address this to let you guys know that watch videos often, that even though you might watch somebody do something, what appears to be might not always be. So you have to get your hands on material. You have to get your hands on specific machines and equipment, and understand that machine, that equipment, or that material for yourself before you go offering people advice proudly when in reality you're totally wrong and you shouldn't be spreading out misinformation. Because a lot of people online will take what you say and think that you know exactly what you're talking about, when in fact you don't. All right?
So I got these from Alan Wade from A-Dubb Productions, and these are like boxes that you can put your accessories in for your embroidery machine. Okay, so I have my accessory box. I just put some scissors in there for now. I don't have a lot of accessories yet. And it has a magnet here. So I have the Ricoma Creator, and he has boxes that can fit other series, Ricoma series. So check out his website. These come in real handy, because then you don't have to be looking for your scissors. You don't have to be looking for the things that you need when you're working. So check out adubbproductions.com. I'm going to drop his link below. And you know what? I'm going to ask him about this. I won't say it yet. But check out his website for these accessory box for your embroidery machine. Thank me later. Bye.
Today on one of my projects, I'm embroidering all over this fleece right here. And the first thing I'm doing is embroidering on the back of the neck. This is the front right here of the jacket, and this I'm going to put something right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my 5x5 inch Mighty Hoop. Shout out to Mighty Hoop. And this hoop master station right here, I'm going to hoop up some stabilizer, and then I'm going to hoop the neck of this jacket up. Now this particular freestyle arm right here comes in handy for something like this, because there's no other way I can hoop this unless I did it by hand. But in this case, I'm going to zip this jacket down, open it up a little bit, and I can find the center of this particular jacket using the seams of the jacket right here, and go right along that neckline and get it hooped in the center of the neckline. All right, so I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to line it up straight along the line right here, aim for the middle right here, and then I put my Mighty Hoop in here just like that. Then all I gotta do is press down, and I got that center. I'm looking at the seams right here to make sure they drop down where I want them to drop down, using the line on the Mighty Hoop freestyle stand to make sure that everything's in place. And then I'm just gonna drop my hoop down, and then we're good to go. All right, look at that. Cool. Got that hooped up, not stretched. Use my Mighty Hoop affiliate link if you guys need some Mighty Hoops, and you definitely need some Mighty Hoops if you want to step up your game, if you want to be professional, if you want stuff to come out good. You need to measure it out, and you need something like the freestyle arm along with the other hoop master stations that they have available. All right, so I'm just checking for placement, and this looks pretty center right here. And I can look, the Port Authority tag right there lined up good. So I had a customer come by a little while ago, and I did a onesie on them, a onesie for them on the fly. That's one of the beautiful things about knowing how to digitize. If you want to make some quick money and you have a customer that you want to get done, they might be in a rush. In this case, they weren't in a rush. She thought she was going to have to come back, but she wanted to applicate design on a onesie. So I was able to knock it out for her real fast. And they stayed while I got it done. So that was cool. That was a quick little hit right there, you know, $65. And it was just one letter with some text going through it, and it was applique. She bought in her own fabric, so yeah, quick hit. Now I'm finishing up these for a Temple University college that's close by. That's uniform stuff. I did this, and I did the guy's name, left chest, pretty cool. So nice and neat, and that's done. I'm gonna do one more of his jackets, and that's it for this. This one is done right here. Pretty cool. Now, this one right here is an Eagles design. It's just the font, the text, right? And I know you're thinking it's not Eagles green, but it's brown and black with a black outline. And the reason why is it's got to match this Sherpa jacket that this customer requested for. She always gets stuff done. She goes to like almost every Eagles game, and she likes her stuff customized. So yeah, this is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna cut these letters out, and I'm gonna sew them on the back of the jacket. So as you guys can see, this is the Sherpa that design is going on. The E-A-G-L-E-S is gonna be on the back of it, and this big bird is gonna be on the front. So I'm gonna cut this bird out, and I'm gonna physically sew it onto the Sherpa. The reason why I didn't embroider on it is because it is a Sherpa, and I didn't want this Sherpa material to, you know how sometimes it seeps through? I didn't want it to come through, so I just opted to embroider it first, trim it out, and then sew it onto the Sherpa, so it'll be minimal damage, and the embroidery will be nice and impeccable. You see how good those stitches is. You guys can see how nice and tight those stitches are right there. Nice and tight, not one loose stitch. Looking good. You know, once you get your tensions together, you keep on getting better and better and better at embroidery. So yeah, you guys can see everything is nice and tight looking right there. All right, so don't play with me, man. Get your custom work done. So the front goes on, and this is how it looks. It looks amazing. I went ahead and I positioned it the correct way, and then I pinned it on with pins, and then I went ahead and used my Brother SE600. Like I said, guys, use your Brother SE600 for sewing and embroidery. Put it in sewing mode sometimes and use it. And I used it, and it came out amazing. And now, then after that, I went ahead and I cut out the back letters, the E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles, and I'm gonna pin on the letters, and I'm gonna sew them on individually tomorrow. This is a lot of work, guys, a lot of work to doing this, but a lot of work brings a lot of rewards. So let me know how you think, what you think about it in the comments down below. This brown right here matches the Sherpa, and I think it looks amazing. Tight stitches on the Rokoma marquee. Actually, these letters right here were done on the Rokoma MT1501, and the front bird was done on the Rokoma marquee. Yep. So no, actually both of them. Yeah, both of them were done on the MT1501. The front and the back was done on MT1501. The other design was done on the other design on the University of Pennsylvania. I mean Temple University. That was done on the 1501. All right. Yeah. Use my Rokoma affiliate link in the description down below if you are interested to buy a Rokoma embroidery machine. As you guys can see, they stitch very, very well. All right, so it is the next day. I couldn't let this video end without showing y'all how this came out. So it came out really good, actually. This was difficult sewing this on. I had to sew each individual letter on, and it was, man, let me tell you something. I always say I'm not that good at sewing, but I guess I'm pretty good. So these are individual letters right here that I sewed on, and they came out looking good. And I will say, They're not perfect. They're not lined up exactly perfectly, but it's straight enough and it looks good enough for me. So we got the eagles on the back in brown to match the Sherpa hoodie, and in the front, sorry, I'm trying to focus while I'm doing this. In the front, we got the big eagle that's also sewn on there. So yeah, Sherpa hoodie, custom made. And guys, today I did do some training on my Uninet UV-DTF 3000. I got it all set up right here. It's not all set up because ink is not in it yet, but the training is a 2-day training, so I'll keep you guys up to date and posted how that's coming along. But as of right now, it's coming along pretty okay because I have both of the film on, and boy was that a challenge getting on. So these UV DTFs are not, like, if you think DTF, regular DTF is a little bit challenging to get together, UV DTF is, boy, let me tell you. So guys, this thing right here is by far one of, if not the most difficult project that I've taken on to date. One of the most difficult projects. Embroidered in the front, not on the garment, and embroidered in the back, not on the garment. So this is a Sherpa, right? And like I said before, I didn't want to, for those of you guys that work with this fabric, you know what I'm talking about, or anything thicker like this, you know what I'm talking about. If I would have embroidered directly on it, the Sherpa, the fabric, without doing a knockdown stitch, it would have been peeking through the embroidery. So I opted to make the patch and then sew it directly onto the garment, and then sewing these individual letters onto the garment and getting them straight, or as straight as I could, was very, very, very challenging. But I'm here to encourage you guys, always do some things that challenge yourself a little bit. Do some things that you don't think that you're capable of doing so that you can figure out how to do it, and then you can expand your business and charge more money for doing more custom stuff. And you can also give yourself ideas on other things that you could do in your custom apparel decorating business. So guys, if you're in the market to buy a Racoma embroidery machine, use my Racoma affiliate link. It'll be down in the description below. And use all my affiliate links in general. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on this specific project right here. About to go drop it off to the client right now. And got to put these in the mail too. So talk to you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Peace.